Whoa, what's up, everybody? Look, man, this is Fred, Fan View, Real Fans, Talk Sports, New Orleans Talk Network. Listen, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you listen to this video on YouTube. Week 1, it was Mitch Trubisky looking atrocious, looking like he just had regressions as a starting NFL quarterback. Week 2, it's Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I said it is Baker Mayfield. This guy has just regressed. I watched the Jets and the Browns last night, and I'm telling you right now, the Browns are in trouble, and it's all Baker Mayfield's fault. He's the issue. I know that this Browns team went into the season with a lot of expectation, a lot of media hype, great talented roster. Baker Mayfield's holding them back. I don't want to hear it from any fan thinking that Baker Mayfield had a great game. He didn't. He looked bad. Missing open targets, not taking the easy throws. Bad. I think it was 19 of 35. This dude was barely at 50% in the last few minutes of the game. He was barely at 50% completion. At one point in time, he was below 50% completion percentage. Odell Beckham saved his life last night with the one hand catch down the sideline. Now, obviously, we saw the 89-yard slant to the house. And some of y'all gonna wake up today who probably didn't watch the Monday night game and look at the stat line and say, well, Baker Mayfield had a great game. No. I'm here to tell y'all right now, the kid for the Jets got something. And Luke Falk, they got something with that kid. That guy can actually read progressions. He actually can go through an offense. Baker Mayfield is trying to play hero ball. Let me give y'all some examples because I don't want to feel like I'm ranting here. The first drive of the game was the only productive actual drive that Baker Mayfield ever had in the game. It went 11 plays, 76 yards, and ended in a field goal. Anytime a drive of 7+ plays ending points, it's a productive drive. Doesn't matter if it's a field goal or a touchdown. Any drive that has 7 or more plays, ends in points, it's a productive drive. When the Browns get the ball again, 6 plays, 22 yards, field goal. They didn't have that much field position to move the ball. After that, 5 plays, punt. 3 plays, 1 yard, punt. 6 plays, 25 yards, punt. 5 plays, they was in short distance, they kicked the field goal. They got 15 yards. Then they had a drive where, they had a touchdown in 5 plays. 3 plays, 6 yards, punt. 3 plays, 1 yard, punt. And then Odell Beckham had the 1 play, 89-yard slant. Then he had another 3-play drive, 8 yards, punt. And then he had the interception after that. I've never watched a game where I saw so many first downs that ended in incompletions. The Browns started off in 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, and 3rd and 10. It was beyond me. I thought Baker Mayfield needed to be punished from throwing the football. This guy could not make progressions. And you know how I know that he couldn't make progressions? Anytime you see a quarterback who's sitting there trying to call plays from his wristband like this, calling plays from the wristband, this guy I can tell, he does not know that playbook. He was seeing one read, and when he could not see the one read that he wanted to go with the football, he was confused. It was like Baker Mayfield didn't know where the other targets were going to be on the field. Like, he knew where his first read was going, but he didn't know where the second or third or fourth read were actually supposed to be. Like, he's calling the plays. But when the ball is hiked, it's like I can see my first target, and if he's not open, I don't know where everybody else is supposed to be. Like he just went brain dead. Like this guy was not making progressions. The Browns had a lot of immediate expectation with the trade of Odell Beckham. The Olivier Vernon's coming to this team. Myles Garrett looking like he's gonna have a superstar type, season. Jarvis Landry. You get Kareem Hunt this offseason. He'll be back after week 8. You already got, Nick Chubb. You already got a talented tight end in Njoku. And you had this stellar rookie season. I'm watching Baker Mayfield, and I'm saying to myself, if this guy can't make big plays, he can't make plays. He couldn't sit down and just go through progressions and just take what the defense was giving him. There were too many drives in this game where they went 3 and out, and on first down, they threw the football, and he didn't have a completion. Like he didn't know where to go with the football. All this hero ball. Like he's either big play or no play. Freddie Kitchens need to really sit down with Baker Mayfield and hold him accountable. I know people are going to look at the stat line and say, man, they won the game. What are you talking about? They played the Jets, and the Jets were on a third-string quarterback. If the Browns don't make the... Matter of fact, you heard it here first. The Browns have what I would think in the next 5 games. I would say the next 5 games, they have the Rams, which they don't stand a shot in hell to beat. Baltimore, division game. Don't think they're going to win. 49ers, possibility. Seattle, and the Patriots. I can put money they're going to lose 4 out of 5 of those games. And it's going to be on Baker Mayfield. Let me tell you why I know he don't know what's going on. This offense, in the way it's constructed, Odell Beckham is a talent receiver. He doesn't need a bunch of targets to have an impact. He has 6 catches, 160 yards, and a touchdown. He don't need that many targets. Jarvis Landry should lead the league in receptions. It's between him and Michael Thomas. Jarvis Landry has 14 targets on the season. There's no way. Jarvis Landry is running all intermediate routes, crossing routes, curls, outs, digs, slants. There's no way that you can convince me that if Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham was on the same team, that Odell Beckham should have more targets than Jarvis Landry. I know some of y'all thinking, well, Odell's a more prolific receiver. He don't need that many targets to have an impact. He had 6 catches and 160 yards. Jarvis Landry needs more targets because he don't have deep routes. He don't have deep plays. I'm looking at this game like there's no way. There's no way that Jarvis Landry Odell Beckham should ever have more targets than Jarvis Landry. No way. The issue with the Browns going forward is Baker Mayfield. The Browns need that. If they don't have a veteran quarterback, like I ain't talking about like a veteran could come in here and take his job. No, I'm talking about a veteran quarterback that can come behind Baker Mayfield and teach him and hold him accountable to what the game plan is and what he needs to be seeing. People don't understand. Most backup veteran quarterbacks in the NFL eventually become coaches. They're like an extension of the coordinator of the team. You don't believe me? Look around the NFL. Half of the offensive head coaches were former backup quarterbacks. Sean McVay, Sean Payton, Doug McDermott, Frank Wright, Kyle Shanahan. The list goes on. Jason Garrett. Most head coaches in the NFL that got the job from an office coordinator were backup quarterbacks. The Browns need one. They need a guy to sit down and hold Baker Mayfield accountable and to teach him how to see and how to understand his offense. If they don't do that, Baker Mayfield's going to hold him back. This hero, Brett Favre ball he wants to try to play, every play got to be a big play, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to cut it, dog. The Browns in the next 4 or 5 weeks going to either have a great season and they're going to be a media frenzy one way or another. I think it's going to be another. I think it's going to be bad. And no one wants to talk about it. No one wants to talk about, but Baker Mayfield is just not a good quarterback. He looked like a walk-on. He was a walk-on at Oklahoma. He looked like a walk-on last night. And if the Browns plan on winning the next 4 out of the 5 games, they got to sit Baker Mayfield down and hold him accountable. You got to take what the defense gives you. You can't have these first downs throwing the football and thinking that no, it can't work. And don't give me this, well, the line wasn't blocking. He got sacked twice last night. The offensive line did their job. Well, he got sacked 3 times last night. They did their job. He's not doing his. That's my video, man. Listen, hit the subscribe button, man. I appreciate it, man. Y'all get a like, and every time I post a video, man. This is Fred, FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports.